Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. So I have another story where I can use the fibber, right? Somebody from the Real Housewives of Potomac has been caught in a fib. Let's get into it. It seems like Miss Stacey Rush has been caught in a lie. And not a lie as in Millie Chun said it, in a lie as she said it on the couch on the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. So as Stacey was sitting there next to Wendy talking about Eddie's cannabis business, and she said, I wish your husband nothing but success, blah, blah, blah. Then Giselle Bryant, who is proving to be a truth teller these days, said, aren't you starting your own Happy Eddies? Stacey, didn't you talk to someone about that? Stacey said, absolutely not. And here we are today. So here she is with a cannabis line. Let's get into what she's saying. So she says, happy Juneteenth. I'm so proud to celebrate the historical legacy of this day and also make history as the first African-American woman to launch a cannabis brand in Virginia. Not only is Rush making waves in the wellness industry with this launch, but she's leaving her mark in the history books as well. Rush is the first Black woman to create a cannabis-centered brand in the state of Virginia. A milestone which aligns beautifully with her passion for wellness and cultural exploration. Now, what I will say is I did, because Stacey sat there and lied on the couch, that was a lie because she said it. And today is different, okay? I was like, let me just Google and see if there's some other people. Now, there are some other women who are in this industry who have articles before today. I'm just going to say that. Child, and if you go to TV Deets, honey, he got the whole video where Giselle is running it down, how Stacey had gone to a man and said that she was a celebrity because he wanted to know why in the world would he work with her and help her open her own cannabis brand. She said, I'm a celebrity. And she was like, absolutely not. And then Giselle was like, don't be surprised if next season she has her own line. Absolutely not. And Ashley is over there saying, Stacey. And then Wendy is sitting next to her saying, oh no, I hope you don't do that. I hope you let me know if you do something like that. Now I wonder, did Stacey let her know that? But then I got a little more tea. Hold on. Child, word on the curb is Stacey and her husband are not even divorced. There are no traces of paperwork to say so. And honey, they say Stacey had invited these people to a dinner party. There was people, she and her husband had invited these people to a dinner party. When they got ready to pay, she had to pull a Martell Holt. Child, allegedly. When I say allegedly, I mean that because I was not there. Child, the credit card declined. And the people had to pay for their dinner and had to end up paying for Stacey and her husband's. Now, I'm just saying. That's what I heard on the curb, allegedly. This is my question. Why would Stacey just sit up on that couch and just tell a lie like that? If Giselle knows about a conversation that you've had, clearly you've had that conversation because here we are with cannabis. Why tell a lie like that and then have this picture on Juneteenth to further prove that you have lied? Why do that on purpose? This is wild behavior. I don't know what this season is going to be like with Stacey. There's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out. Let's talk about it in the comments, y'all. It's your girl Millie Chun. I'll talk to you later. Bye.